But I know some of you guys want to talk about what's going on. First of all, let me see. A lot of banks are reporting that people are coming in wanting to do their exchanges, asking questions. A little bit overly excited. And I don't just mean Texas. So some other people elsewhere are going in to do the same thing. We did hear about two incidents over the weekend. Tuesday morning, somebody or did a exchange. Wait, who was it? Did I tell you where you told me? Were you on the phone?
I know nothing.
Oh. Anyway, oh no. Shoot, I'm trying to see where I hear from. One of my own friends, who I know, called me because he was excited. Because his sister went to the bank on Tuesday and she exchanged currency, the dinar, when it was open for 2 hours or something. He said they gave her $7,000 per million, and she exchanged $60 million at $7,000 per million. But the window, it was only open for an hour or two. So, but as usual, she took that and bought some more. Okay. But she just happened to be there at the right moment, at the right time, because he called me, you've been talking about this for years. You've been saying this, you've been saying that, blah, blah, blah. And actually, his father passed away a couple months ago, and he left all this currency. And she had got some of it. She took it to the bank to see what it was worth. It just happened to be there. And so he was excited about that. I was getting all my stuff together, finally this is happening. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So then somebody else called us yesterday, actually I talked to her. And one of their people in their circle, so let me just put it like that. So somebody went back to Iraq on Wednesday to do it currency change. They exchanged their dollars for dinar. She said at 1-to-1. That's what they exchanged at, 1-to-1. Came back here and went and bought more dinar because now they know it's happening. So those are just two stories this week from live people. So one was the second one was actually a member of TNT. She called me yesterday. She was all excited about it, which as we should be. Okay. So some things are happening. As you guys know, the tweet I sent out, and the tweet I sent out 3 times before the third time was a charm, so that you guys know they had stopped all electronic transactions. And they said for the next 2 days, which should be Saturday, we hope. Yesterday, day before, they were saying the budget's going to come out on Saturday, be voted on Saturday, we hope. Now, again, this morning they're saying it may go to next Saturday, but who knows? It's moving. They stopped all electronic transfers, so they wouldn't get caught up in transactions. Now, there was an article out that Tish said she was going to send me, but she never sent me. So we just going to go on the faith of Tish right now. She did send me the statement, where one of the cement companies over there had to stop their paychecks, told their people don't cash their paychecks because electronically some got paid more than they should have, some got paid less than they should have, while the system was doing what the system does, which was making changes, and people were getting caught up in it. So that's why they just shut down the whole system. According to my guy, we should see this over the weekend. Those 2 days, what was supposed to be happening on Saturday. Now, you guys know throughout the history of this, he has always given me information, and we know again, sometimes he's off by 2 days, and sometimes he's off by 2 weeks, but it does happen. But it does happen. He's saying electronics is cut off right now because they're recalculating the rate. Recalculating the rate. Hopefully, when electronic goes back live, we will see a new rate. The new rate, and this is funny to tell you guys. He told me to tell you. A lot of times, I say, don't say nothing. You can't say this. You can't say that, or they'll be able to track back who it is. But he said you could say this. Tell them. This weekend, the rate should be from 341 to 410. He said that's the range. 341 to 410, depending on whatever, oil, that time of day, something. But that's the range it's supposed to come out at. Supposedly, hopefully, God knows we're all praying this weekend. But I'll put this in there. Even if it doesn't, today's the 19th. That means only 12 days left. We are going to see it. Somewhere in those next 12 days, I believe we will firmly see it. They did state things that the rate would come out right before the budget is approved because it's in the budget. So whether it's voted on and announced on Saturday or approved here, the rate doesn't come out till it's actually recorded, which could be Wednesday at the earliest if they approve it on Saturday. Well, it could get approved by midnight Saturday night. I don't know. But the rate's supposed to come out right before that. So everybody will know. Doing what they did, shutting off electronic transfers everywhere, accomplished what they always wanted to do. They had to wait till they get right to it. Did away with the parallel rate, right? Because that's how they were smuggling the money. That's how they were getting it, creating that market. Well, that, plus the fact they had everybody sign saying they will no longer use the dollar in country, has stopped all of the smuggling, the corruption. At the UN meeting this morning, they praised Iraq, all the efforts they've done in the last 5 months, everything that they accomplished with getting all the corruption out of the country, the smuggling, getting the government going in the right direction. It was all praise for Iraq at the UN meeting today. Also at the Arab Summit, they praised Iraq. The Crown Prince himself met with Saddam, brought him up, but more importantly, they praised Iraq, what they've accomplished in stabilizing the region. They welcomed them back to the region today and told them they are a big factor in the entire region. In the entire region. Guys, you don't get all that praise. You don't get all that, hey, you're stabilizing everybody. You don't get all the welcome back to the community unless you made some kind of changes, right? The citizens are still being told the dinar is worth more than the dollar. Everybody is telling them right now, welcome back, because everybody's money over there is worth more than the dollar except for Iraq, right? I mean, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, all of them. So now they welcome them back. Man, we should feel good. Over here, again, what we see, he said they're on high alert, frustrating, because they're all being told, managers only at the banks, that they're expecting for the next few weeks, these people will be coming in, exchanging currency. These are the people that were actually trained for this. That's who they're telling. For the next few weeks, they're going to be coming in and changing their currencies. So the bank's excited. Fed Reserve is excited. Our market guys are excited. Oh, guess what? We came to another Friday after 4 o'clock where anything could happen. It's another Friday. After 4 o'clock, anything could happen. And Saturday morning is after 4 o'clock Friday evening, right? Anything could happen. I wish I had some bad news kind of temper this down or mix it up, or I just don't have any. Everybody is excited. Everybody's waiting to see what happens this weekend. And I'm not telling you guys to get over the hill. I'm not telling you to pop no bottles or any of that. But I'll tell you the possibility is just so unreal. We've never been this close. And even if it's not, and if you want to pop bottles, just take some sips, because it might be 12 more days. Do it.
Okay, let's see. Cats 9467 says, do we know if all Zim will be exchanged/redeemed? Meaning 100 Zim equals 200 Zim equals 500 Zim. Okay, I guess that means, well, all face amounts. If the Zim is accepted, they're going to accept all face amounts. Nicole 19 says, I keep hearing about the Great Reset on July 1. What's happening? This is from several sources. When did we talk about a Great Reset? Why are you asking us, Nicole? Anyway, go ahead, Tony, if you want to respond to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. We talking about the currency reset that's supposed to happen when the dinar revalue. Only great reset I could think she's referring to would be the digital currency that is supposed to take effect on the 1st of July.
Oh.
And we are so happy right now that we don't want to talk about the digital currency and its implications after the 1st of July. Because if you don't know, you better get ready. All right, what's next?
RAC.
Well, let me. I'm gonna take it back.
Mm-hmm.
What Iraq has right now, what they did with everything going through the central bank, they shut off everybody electronically. Everybody with the flip of a switch. Why? Because the CBI is controlling all the money, the bank's electronic system. Well, here in the U.S., it's not that easy. If the government wants to shut down your bank account, do something, they have to go through the courts to do that. Because the bank's saying, we're not going to do that. We're not going to open ourselves up to lawsuits, it's privacy, it's this, that, they're rules. Well, when the digital currency comes out and the Treasury's in charge of the digital currency, it's going to be Iraq rules. Because they're going to have the power to do what they want, when they want, how they want to do it. So you better be ready for it. Okay, what's next? And I'd rather be getting advice from 4 or 5 people who are experts in their each section and bring it together than one person say, let's just do this. Okay? And again, I could bounce the ideas off each one of them. So I'd rather have a team of people doing something than one person doing something. Now, if I find that one person going through that team that has that knowledge base to all of it, then okay. But just right out the gate, no. I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of rich people, especially multi-millionaires, have lost their money trusting it to one person. Whether that person embezzled it from him because he don't know. Shit, I'm keeping all the numbers. I'm just telling you because that happens. Or whether that person invested or suggested you invest in things that he wasn't even clue about because that wasn't his area of expertise. Somebody told him, throw some money over here, we're going to make some money. So I'm not trusting all that because I've seen it happen time and time again. What I trust is, I trust Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah Winfrey I trust. Not really. Listen, I trust what she did because it made sense. I trust what I do. I was telling some guys last night we're going through. Nobody signs any checks on her account. Nobody. She's the only one. I would never give anybody authorization over my bank account. That just doesn't make sense. Time and time again. What I trust is, I trust Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah Winfrey I trust. Not really. Listen, I trust what she did because it made sense. I trust what I do. I was telling some guys last night who were going through. Nobody signs any checks on her account. Nobody. She's the only one. I would never give anybody authorization over my bank account. That just doesn't make sense. Not to make monthly payments, weekly payments, not to make investments. No investments, contracts, anything are authorized to be signed by anybody other than her. I don't need anybody having the power to get me caught up in some legal situations, investments, anything else. If it's that good, then I'll sign it. If it's that good, you convince me that it's that good, and I'll sign it. What I'm not doing is giving anybody the freedom of controlling my future because I'm too lazy or I don't want to learn or I just trust this guy. Or I was watching on TV the other day, Ricky Williams, I don't know if you guys remember who Ricky Williams was, played in the NFL. Dennis Rodman played in the NBA. One single female, one single female broke both of them. And I mean broke both of them, buying houses, cars, Louis, Gucci, and this and that. And, everybody thinks she's living the life and her family and thinking she's making it off investments and advice she's giving them. And she was clearly ripping off both of their bank accounts. Now, all said and done, she got 30 years. But all said and done, they both lost millions and millions of dollars that they're never going to get back. Because they both trusted her because she had a nice smile. She had a nice personality. Oh, she threw these big lavish parties, so everybody thought she was living good, which she was off of their money. So I'll tell you, and it's because she picked up the phone and said, hey, let's do this, let's do that, go do it. Be careful, guys. That's all I can tell you. Be careful. I'm not giving anybody that kind of control. You don't really want her number. I'm telling you, whoever's asking for her phone number here, because first of all, she's in prison. But I will tell you, she was beautiful. She was beautiful. She had a nice personality, so be careful. All right, what's next, Ray?